Hey guys, so today I'm coming at you with a video to show you how I store my makeup, as well as give you some tips and advice on how you can do it for really inexpensively cheap. So I'm going to be moving around a lot today, so I'm going to take you over to different points in my room to show you how I've been organising my makeup, where I bought the stuff to organise it from, and to give you a little bit of an idea how to do things. Let's get to it! So first up, right behind me in the shadows, we have these organisers, which actually you can't see very well because it's clear against a white background. That was clever. But if I give you a closer look, this is what they look like, and for those of you that do remember, I used to store my lipstick in these containers. They are just plastic, and you can get 24 lipsticks in here. I don't think you're going to get much else in here just because of the shape. It's more designed for lipsticks, but as you can see, they're sort of angled, so they're not going to be hiding behind each other. I know there's a really popular one on YouTube that a lot of beauty gurus have, and it's sort of like a leveled out one to here, and you can only get about 10 lipsticks in, which is pretty rubbish. So these actually are from eBay from China, and they cost me about nearly £3 each. And as you can see, I used to line mine up like this on my vanity, and here is just another example. I've now updated my lipstick organisation because I had too many lipsticks to fit in here and it looked a bit ridiculous, so I'm trying to find new ways of putting things in here. So these are just lip glosses and the chubby sticks that I have. So I've got a couple of Ted Baker ones in there and e.l.f. As you can see, I'm not a massive collector of lip gloss. I don't really like it, and I wear it very rarely. I do really like these sticks, but I've got no space for them at the moment, and there isn't that many, so they don't get their own little space. So I was trying those out in here, but you can see sort of how they all sit, and they're tiered. But these are definitely a really good thing to go and buy, and if I can find it on eBay, I'll link it down below. Okay, so moving on to drawer organisation now. I'm not the girl who uses a makeup bag. I own a very tiny makeup bag for when I sort of go and stay in hotels or I need to take my makeup somewhere, but it gets used very rarely. So actually all of my makeup, or at least most of it, is stored in drawers. The best thing to look for drawer organisation for makeup is for kitchen utensil / cutlery organisers. They're actually really inexpensive and a great way to store your makeup. So I have one down here, which is a metal one, which I'm just going to give you a close-up of now. This here is actually not that big. It's quite a nice size, maybe for makeup brushes. I mean, you've got the 3 sections here, so in actual fact it'd be like knives, forks, spoons, baby spoons, other random shit that you keep in a cutlery drawer. And these are really great. Now this one, the back actually comes off because at the time it was too big to fit in my drawer that I had. So these are really good because you can adapt them, and that is just because you just need wire cutters, because that's actually all it is. Look, I just cut them off, cut the end off this, and then if you've got some cable ties, you could cable tie that to that, and then you would have a complete set. Now I do actually use this sort of method for my hair things. So if I just take you over to my hair drawer, which is a bit messy, sorry guys, you can see that in the front here I've got bobby pins, bobbles, and that's kind of just an array of things, but you can see it sort of gives it some element of organisation. So where I actually store my makeup is in this big Malm dressing table, which most people on YouTube have, and inside the drawer here is my makeup. So as an overview, this is how it looks. Those of you with these dressing tables know that the drawers are very annoying because there's actually way more stuff at the back that you can't see because of the stupid design of these. I'm yet trying to sort this out, but leave it with me. So you can see that there's actually 2 drawer organisers here, one that ends here and one that ends here. These organisers are from Ikea, again from the kitchen section, and they were actually only £1 each, and they're pretty big. Just to give you an idea, you get a big square and then a little bit at the back, which this is this side flipped over, so the big square's at the back and that's here. Just to give you a quick look at my makeup, I guess. Eyelashes in the big section, we've got eye pencils, brow pencils, lip pencils, and that's just a spare. Mascara, eyelash curlers, face stuff, which is yet to be organised, palettes and stuff like that in there, and these are all eyeliners as well as gel eyeliners. And then at the back, eyeshadows, Q-tips and cotton pads and stuff that I don't use very much because I can't get to it. So these are really, really great, and the good thing about these actually that I learnt recently is that you can cut them. So moving you over to here again, I have, although it's not makeup, it is my random, well, it is a bit random, in my Alex drawers from Ikea. We have the same little organiser here, look, with the big square. And usually this wouldn't fit in this drawer. So what I've done, which you can probably tell because it's quite messy, is just cut off the rim that's around the edge, just so they fit in the Alex drawers. There is a little tiny gap at the back, but that's just a bit of advice for anyone with the Alex drawers. Trust me, just cut it off with normal scissors and it works really great. Moving on to brush organisation, it's probably one of the most important sort of storage forms here on YouTube, and now you can see how mine turned out here. And I'm just going to talk you through how I did it. So for the longest time I had been looking for a long, stubby vase that I could fill with sand or beads or something, and then I could stick my brushes in. So on a trip to Ikea, I found this lovely glass vase in the plant section, and it was £8, and they did it in clear as well as white, but I thought clear would work much better. I also bought some sand. I got, I think it was 2 kilograms of sand, and then I filled up my vase and it started to look really nice. After that, I put my brushes in, and here is the final result. So this is actually where my brush holder thing sits currently, on my vanity, looking all lovely and teal. Here it is as a close-up. The brushes aren't really in any sort of organisation, but I really do love the colour of the sand. Now, in hindsight, the best thing to do is not get fine sand like this. Don't know if you're going to be able to see the granules here, but they're very, very fine. And the reason why I'm saying don't do that is because if we pull up this brush, it hasn't worked. Let's grab another one. The Real Technique ones are annoying. See, look, you get all of this sand on here because it's so fine, it just sticks. Now, I usually tap it off, but you see, you still get it covered in the sand, which is really very annoying. So it's best to get the bigger sand granules. Oh, I forgot to mention the sand actually cost me £10 for all of that. It's actually quite hard to find coloured sand, but I think it turned out really good. Moving over here, I have my old forms of how I used to store my brushes, and the brushes that are sort of double-ended that I can't put in sand. I'm a bit unsure what to do with. This one, especially, this one here was from Asda, and it cost me £2. This is actually for the bathroom. From the bathroom section, and I thought it was really lovely. It's very old now. And moving over, I'm sure you've all seen this. If not, then what have you been doing? Clearly you do not have Instagram. I bought this because of Instagram. This is a plant pot from Ikea, which is just gorgeous. At the moment my foundation's living in it just because it's a little bit empty right now. But it's very, very handy, and I believe it wasn't very expensive at all. Maybe a couple of pounds, £1.50, something like that. Very, very cheap way of doing it. Especially if you've not got loads of brushes, it's probably best to just get something like this. Also, if you are a nail polish wearer, I actually don't really wear nail polish, but I have loads. Then I'm just going to show you how I store mine. This cabinet here, I showed you years ago when I first got it on probably the most terrible quality video ever. So it rotates 360 and both sides are mirrored. And if I just open this, here we go. Oh, some of them have fallen. Okay. Here you go. These are my nail things, which have fallen. Starting over here, this isn't actually just for nails and things, it's for all makeup in general. And there's little slots here, I don't know if you can see underneath, which I suppose would be like for brushes and things. This back here is sort of foamy, so you can wipe it down when you get makeup on it. We've got little shelves, 2, 3 of those. And then over here, these 3 are actually for, oh no, these ones are for lipstick, because they actually tilt like this one does. They tilt outwards, but they have the separate sort of little bits for lipstick in there. But obviously my lipstick doesn't fit in there because there's too many. And then these are just stacked on each other, but there's quite a lot of room in here, and it's exactly the same the other side, except it's just full of stuff I don't use. But unfortunately these are actually discontinued now, which I'm sorry is a pain in the arse. Maybe try eBay, and this is actually a Lori Greiner cabinet, and she actually works with QVC. So if you are on QVC, I'm pretty sure it's on the American version as well, but just go qvc.co.uk, look for Lori Greiner, and she specialises in sort of different forms of storage in really clever ways, and this is just one of her creations which I really love. And finally, moving on to my favourite drawer, probably the one I'm most proud of. I actually went onto eBay and found some drawer organisers, which is pretty much strips of plastic which you can slot into each other to create your own sort of drawer organisers, and I just am so happy with how it turned out for my lipsticks. I'm going to show you a couple of examples how you can use it, but here is my favourite drawer ever. Second drawer down. Dum 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 dum. How beautiful. This is my happy place. You can see I have my lipstick collection here, and then you can see all of the other slots here. Now these don't actually come long enough or in the right size to go right to the very edge, so I've just stuck some bubble wrap down here. But if we come down, it doesn't go all the way to the back, which I don't really think I need it, because the lipsticks here, there are 99. So you can fit quite a few in, and no, I'm really happy with it. It's literally just bendy plastic, and I used the leftovers to sort of create a little bit of a stationery organiser, so you can see you can adapt the sizes by putting the plastic in here and make it sort of as big or as little as you want it. But no, this is my favourite drawer ever. So that is actually all of the tips that I have for you today. I hope maybe you can use some of them, and if you do, just show me how it turned out. You can always tag me on Instagram. My Instagram is the same as my YouTube name, so oxlisalouxo. Just tag me so I can see, because it'll be really awesome. If you've got your own ideas, let me know. Again, you can tag me on Instagram. But yeah, I'll link everything that I can in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed, and remember, I need to remember to remind you that links to my Facebook, Instagram and Tumblr are down below, so if you want to come over and follow me, that would be awesome, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys!